Hello everybody, welcome to the conference. My name is Maria, this is Daria. We will talk about volunteering in Russia. At first I will tell you shortly about history of volunteering in Russia and then of the situation nowadays, and then Daria will give you some examples, few examples. So to start, I wanted to tell you that before the revolution, volunteering was pretty spread in Russia because due to religion, due to Christianity, helping the ones who are in need is seen as a very positive thing, as a good thing. After the revolution in 1917, the situation has changed. During Soviet time, the religion was forbidden, and actually there was a strong dictator who was ruling the people's lives, so they were following what he was saying. In late 90s, the economic situation has changed and people became more self-responsible and started to be involved in more volunteering projects. Since that time, the number of projects is growing, but as for the situation nowadays, still volunteering is seen as not really a positive thing, rather negative. Volunteer is seen as a loser, let's say, the person who cannot find a job and earn money. In big cities as Moscow and St. Petersburg, it is a little bit different, and now volunteering is starting to become a trend, and it is due to the possibility in big cities people can earn more money, so they can be involved in this kind of projects. I will tell you a little bit about the most popular fields. It's working with kids and also environmental projects. And one more thing is that working with volunteers is not systemized. People still have full-time jobs, and it's very hard for them to be involved in such projects. But the ones who have good motivation, strong motivation, are doing the job. So,
I will give you a few examples about volunteers in Russia today. I think that volunteers projects are two kinds. First example, crashes. Last year in town there was a strong storm, and many people from other cities in Russia came there that help people living in town. And many companies gave money, and many people who work in phones gave there that make their missions. As example, it's trend. Many young people in Moscow to be in the trend, and Park Gorkova in Moscow is in the trend. And people who work there is in trend. The company work there is in a trend. For example, Park Gorkova created community people who want to do forest and other places and park cleaning. And people became volunteers to be a part of the project of this trendy park. Thanks. That's it.
Hello everyone, we are representing Turkey. I'm Öykü, she's Hazal, and we want to talk about volunteering in Turkey.
There are several charitable organizations and non-governmental organizations that give people the opportunity to volunteer in Turkey. When you want to volunteer projects in Turkey, you can meet new people, learning voluntary work and life skills, and becoming part of the Turkish community life. Our volunteer projects in Turkey vary widely and can include volunteer, such as teaching at primary schools, volunteering to help in orphanages Turkey, volunteering with handicapped people, or even volunteering construction projects in the rural areas of Turkey.
In 2012, third section Foundation of Turkey reported that 6.5 of Turkish people volunteered for a civil society foundation, and 8.5 of Turkish people are actively participating in these organizations. If you would like to volunteer in Turkey through your program, you will live in a host family, and they are selected also by volunteer families. Through your interests, there are a lot of volunteer organizations such as Educational Volunteers, Mother and Child Education Foundation, TIMA about natural habitats, and Foundation for Children with Leukemia, Handicapped Foundation, Human Rights and Foundation of Turkey. These are the most common examples for foundations in Turkey.
Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming, and today we'll talk about volunteerism in Poland. First thing you need to know is that the concept of volunteerism is quite new, because during the communism it wasn't very popular. But one thing you need to know is that the National Scout organization was and still is working very hard on our society. So for example, during the communistic times, they were organizing special education groups for the Poles to learn Polish cultures completely for free. And now the volunteerism still is well organized in two columns, in church, around church, and in Scouts organizations, and they are covering all the fields, from troubled youth through kids in foster homes, any kind of problems that are locally, then they locally act on it. And one big organization that we have to mention is Great Foundation of Christmas Help, and it's kind of a unique organization because it was founded by one man like 20 years ago, and the basic aim of it is to what?
It's to raise money for medical equipment.
And to raise money for medical equipment, because we are suffering from shortage of it. Especially in small cities, we don't have medical equipment. And every year we are gathering one Sunday in January, all the society to gather the money. And every year we are gathering large amounts of money. So it's, I think, a great example of how the concept of volunteerism is actually growing and growing. And also, Jurek Owsian, the founder of this organization, came up with a great idea how to reward volunteers. By creating Woodstock, which is a Polish version of Woodstock. And in this festival, they are inviting all the volunteers to thank them for volunteering, gathering money all year, and also to promote pro-social activities such as no drug movement, or let's know how to help others in a critical medical situations. And that would be the most interesting thing about volunteers in Poland. Thank you.
Thank you.